By Corey Fisher going to Villanova, and then gives it up to Derrick Rose on the right side. Fisher, maybe the most underrated guard in this 2007 class, has really shown well the last 3 or 4 days in practice. Terrific kid going to Villanova, number 11 in black.
Singler inside, high archer, up and in. Mike Krzyzewski's got a dandy.
A great lift on that shot there. And nice little duck-in move in the post. And again, the versatility of Singler to face, knock down threes, can beat you at mid-range, can finish at the rim.
Kalen Lucas for 2, high off the window.
What he will do for Michigan State next year, Kalen Lucas, is give some balance to Drew Neitzel. I mean, Drew Neitzel had the basketball in his hands the majority of the time, and once he gave it up, boom, they got it right back to him. A guy like Lucas, I think, can really free up Drew Neitzel next year for Tom Izzo.
Well, Summers and Lucas will help their quickness. All of a sudden, their margin for error is increased because of their ability, their speed, their quickness. We see another lob over the top, intercepted. Good heads up, off the ball defense there by Singler. Now leading the break at 6'9", able to draw the foul.
Singler pushed by Kalen Lucas.
You know, Singler's got that skill set and size similar to Adam Morrison, but he's a better all-around athlete. Obviously, a player like Nowitzki doesn't have, he's got a couple inches on Singler, but that unusual skill set to have big men that can step away, the ability to see over the top of defenses. You can move them around, take advantage of matchups. Imagine pick and rolls and pick and pops with Kyle Singler at Duke next year.
And what does he do for Duke? I think he gives them that ball-friendly guy in that 3 or 4 spot that they haven't had in the last couple of years. I'm talking about guys like Shane Battier, Luol Deng. Kyle Singler potentially is that good at that same position.
Yeah, a little bit of Mike Dunleavy's son as well.
Yep.
Kufos gets inside, and the big fella is fouled. Kufos from Canton, Ohio, will go to the free throw line where he has a fantastic touch. He's going to be a real joy for Thad Matta to work with the different things he can do.
Well, he's a 4.0 student as well, so shows he has the ability to learn. He's going to be coachable, and that's so important in the development of a player throughout their career.
Eric, you mentioned earlier that he's got big shoes to fill with the departure of Greg Oden. I don't think he's going to step in and try to fill those sneakers. He's a different kind of a player. He's more of a face-up guy, more of a skill guy, more of an away-from-the-rim guy. Greg Oden, as we all know, was locked in about 6 feet and in. This kid's versatile now, can do a lot of things and stretch you defensively from that perimeter spot.
Excellent hands and footwork for a player 7 foot. The best 7-foot prospect in this entire class.
Oh, what a move, huh?
Shake and bake, and Corey Fisher. Next year playing for Villanova, showing what he can do right now.
Well, his coach Kevin Boyle talked about the fact he's got a little Sam Cassell in his game, the ability to create. We saw there the change of pace, a little jitterbug move, and able to get to the rim, freezing the defense there.
Well, Corey Fisher goes fishing at the rim, and well, he lands a nice one. Look at this beauty. We're just getting started. Timeout on the floor.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of the 2007 Jordan Brand All-American Classic is brought to you by Jordan Brand, where the best players start their legends, and in part by Foot Locker and Boost Mobile, where you at.
Welcome back, everyone, to New York City. And well, today, for the 2007 Jordan Brand All-American Classic, we have 2 stellar coaches. 2 coaches in today's game representing the top schools in this year's USA Today high school basketball poll. Kevin Boyle of the 2nd-ranked St. Patrick High School Club out of Elizabeth, New Jersey. He is coaching the yellow side, while the head coach for the blue team is none other than Steve Smith. Should be a familiar face to high school basketball fans. His team ranked #1 this year in the country out of Oak Hill Academy, a mouth of Wilson, Virginia. Steve Smith now with 6 national championships under his watch at Oak Hill. Steve Smith coached a good one this year, and Nolan Smith, who was a McDonald's All-American, who will play with Kyle Singler next year down at Duke for Mike Krzyzewski.
Well, he's the son of Derek Smith, who played for the Louisville Cardinals under Denny Crum back in the glory years under Coach Crum, and good bloodlines there, and again will help Duke with their margin for error and his ability just to be a player at both ends of the floor.
Corey Fisher so quick, misses the runner. Both teams still with their starting 5 on the floor. Kalen Lucas blocked by Singler.
You know, the other thing I like about Kyle Singler with that block, going to take the shot right now, the young man heading to Duke. To me, he's got a real today in a one-on-one session with Jared Bayless during the middle of the shoot-around. They just said, hey, ball up and let's play. And for about 10 minutes now, they went at it, elbow to elbow, tooth to tooth. I think Kyle Singler brings a toughness to Duke next year that they have really lacked, I think, the last couple of years, Lav.
Well, he has that versatility.
Here he is.
Straight down the floor. Good block.
Who goes with the block? Jordan the other way. We've called that before. There's a Jordan in the house.
He is really a humble, quiet kid. Jeffrey Jordan, the son of Michael Jordan, the NBA all-time best player in my opinion. There he is. Really a soft-spoken young man. I asked him earlier today, how many times as a young kid growing up did someone come to you and say, hey, will you take this home and have your dad sign it? And he said it was off the charts, man. Every day a teacher, a friend of a friend would say, hey, take this home and have your dad sign it for me. And he said, I never would do it. I respected my dad in that area.
Well, a little role reversal this evening here in the Garden as Michael gets to look on proudly and watch his son as he puts his skills on display here in the Garden.
One major difference between Jeffrey Jordan and his father, Jeffrey Jordan is left-handed. Corey Fisher will shoot a pair, misses the first. Fisher actually from this neck of the woods, actually from the Bronx, played his high school basketball in New Jersey. He'll have one more free throw attempt as a whole wave of substitutions come into the game.
Wholesale substitutions. I'm impressed at this point. The teams are looking for one another. They're trying to share the ball offensively, and with the short preparation time leading up to this ball game, that's a good sign that these kids are bought into a team concept. Sometimes you get to an all-star game and all kids want to do is jack shots up, not play with one another well.
Hadn't been sloppy, and I was impressed yesterday with what Steve Smith from Oak Hill and Kevin Boyle from St. Patrick's, New Jersey were doing with their ball clubs. I mean, they were on them, they were disciplining them in timeouts. This was just during a scrimmage situation. These two high school coaches at the elite level have done a terrific job with both these clubs this week.
Well, emphasizing all the right things, making the right pass, getting organized offensively, hustling back on defense, and take by Wright.
That's the other Chris Wright playing in today's game. He's heading off to play for the Georgetown Hoyas.
He really caught my eye yesterday in practice. He's 6 feet, 195 pounds, and he plays low to the ground, a compact built guard, just like those Georgetown great guards were in the past. I think he really fits that mode for John Thompson III the next 4 years on that campus.
What about the whirling dervish?
Blake Griffin just came into the game and showing why he was the Oklahoma Player of the Year. He makes it a 21-11 lead for the yellow team.
Well, he combines the size, the strength, the ruggedness, but also has excellent footwork. We see some dexterity and agility there, the soft touch.
I think he's probably the most physical guy in this class of 2007 as far as being ready to play at the next level. I mean, his arms are bigger than a lot of guys' legs right now in this basketball game. He is that much of a hoss.
Kind of hard to believe he got away from Bob Stoops in the football playing Oklahoma Sooners.
He's a tight end, wouldn't he?
He is built like a tight end.
This is Austin Freeman out on the wing. Out of DeMatha Catholic in our nation's capital. He misses his first attempt. Chandler Parsons with the rebound. Over to Chris Wright. Wright with a good feed to Donte. Greene, no.
This is Jay Lucas with that basketball again, uncommitted. My question about Jay Lucas running the point now for the black team, Lav, he's awfully small at 5'10", about 150 pounds. When the game gets half court, I'm not sure how his body would hold up, you know what I'm saying?
Nick Kalathis has his shot blocked by Jeff Robinson.
Boy, quick pace here.
Chandler Parsons, his first shot, no problem. Parsons, a teammate of Nick Kalathis in high school in Lake Howell, Florida. They'll also play for Billy Donovan, his teammates at University of Florida next year.
Obviously the Gators with some slots to fill, huh? Chandler Parsons at thin, 6'8", 190 pounds, will slide into that same spot that Corey Brewer played the last few years for Billy Donovan.
Tough shot, left-handed runner for Jay Lucas.
Well, Lucas does bring the size, not the size, but the quickness, the ability to see the floor, understands the subtleties of the point guard position because he learned from his father.
Sure.
Pretty good point guard at Maryland, and later with the Golden State Warriors, and an NBA coach as well. So he's going to be an asset to somebody as we see him orchestrate this attack.
Left-handed jumper, no problem. Jeff Robinson heading off to play for the Memphis Tigers next year.
And a good find there by Jay Lucas.